Welcome to Golden Flame Stars. Looking back at the vintage frames of Full House or Dallas, we Don and Abbos, TJC characters, we see an entire era of our youth passing by. Nearly 50 years, half a lifetime, has changed everything. While some legends still shine brightly in their 80s, other iconic names have faded into bittersweet memories or headlines filled with scandal. Are their real lives after 5 decades still as glamorous as they were on screen? Join me as we catch up on the latest lives of these iconic TV stars in Today and Abbos' video. Todd Bridges became a familiar face as Willis Jackson on Different Strokes, a key piece of classic family TV history. His life later included serious struggles with cocaine addiction and a high-profile criminal case. He was acquitted in court. Now 60, he's spoken about recovery and keeps showing up in media, living proof of survival after chaos. Danny Masterson was best known as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show, a defining face of late 90s/early 2000s TV comedy. His career ended under serious criminal charges. He was convicted in 2023 of forcible sexual assault against 2 women and sentenced to 30 years to life. Now 49, he remains incarcerated in California while pursuing appeals and post-conviction filings. Dustin Diamond grew up on America's screens as Screech on Saved by the Bell, the awkward best friend everyone recognized instantly. He faced serious legal issues over a Wisconsin bar fight. He also dealt with tax lawsuits and backlash from his controversial adult film and tell-all book. He died at 44, but his place in 90s TV nostalgia remains locked in, reruns and all. Kelsey Grammer became a TV legend as Dr. Frasier Crane on Cheers and Frasier. His off-screen life included well-documented struggles with alcohol and drugs, plus arrests for DUI and cocaine possession that led to jail time and probation. Now 71, he continues acting and producing, widely seen as a survivor of hard years who rebuilt a lasting career. Dana Plato became a teen TV icon as Kimberly Drummond on Different Strokes, a familiar face in millions of American living rooms. Behind the scenes, her adult years were marked by financial collapse and legal trouble, including a widely reported robbery case. She died at 34 from a prescription drug overdose, remembered as a cautionary story of fame's harsh aftershock. David Cassidy became a pop TV phenomenon as Keith Partridge on The Partridge Family, turning teen idol fame into a national obsession. Later, his life was overshadowed by alcohol addiction, repeated DUI arrests, and severe money problems, including bankruptcy. He died at 67, leaving behind both a nostalgic legacy and a sobering reminder of the cost of nonstop spotlight. Bob Crane was beloved as Colonel Hogan on Hogan's Heroes, a smiling face of classic American sitcom TV. However, his private life held unseen complexities. He was deeply focused on documenting his personal life using early video technology. This hidden lifestyle came to light after his untimely passing in 1978, when he was found in his apartment, a case that remains unsolved to this day. Jan Michael Vincent became a 70s to 80s heartthrob through films like Big Wednesday and the TV hit Airwolf. His later years were dominated by severe alcohol and drug addiction, along with serious health crises that included a partial leg amputation. He died at 74, remembered as a blazing talent whose fame was ultimately overtaken by hardship. Hulk Hogan became a larger-than-life TV and pop culture figure, through wrestling's Hulkamania era and shows like Hogan Knows Best. Hulk Hogan and Apo's image was later impacted by major controversies, including leaked private footage and offensive remarks that sparked a serious public backlash, alongside high-profile lawsuits. He died in 2025 at 71, leaving a complicated legacy of fame, spectacle, and scandal. Lori Loughlin became a beloved TV favorite as Aunt Becky on Full House, the kind of character that felt like family. Her image took a major hit after the college admissions scandal. She pleaded guilty and served a short federal sentence. Now 61, she's back to working again in TV projects, rebuilding her career more carefully than before. Robert Blake was a TV icon as the streetwise detective in Beretta, bringing raw intensity that defined 1970s crime television. His later years were overshadowed by a notorious case involving his wife's death. He was acquitted in criminal court, but found liable in a civil wrongful death suit. He died at 89, remembered for unforgettable work forever tangled with controversy. Red Fox lit up American television as Fred Sanford on Sanford & Son, delivering fearless comedy with razor timing and streetwise charm. Off-screen, he struggled with serious tax debt, and reports say much of his property was seized, leaving him financially strained. He died at 68, but his influence on stand-up and sitcom comedy still echoes loudly today. Adam West became instantly iconic as TV's Batman, turning campy heroism into pure pop culture. After the cape came off, typecasting hit hard, and he later spoke about battles with depression and alcohol as work slowed down. He died at 88, but his bright night legacy still defines a whole era of comfort TV superheroes. Tim Allen became a sitcom powerhouse as Tim, the Tool Man, Taylor on Home Improvement, turning everyday chaos into a weekly comfort watch. Before fame, he served time in federal prison on cocaine trafficking charges, a past he's openly discussed. Now 72, he remains active in entertainment, proof a career can be rebuilt and sustained after a hard reset. Gary Coleman became one of TV's most recognizable child stars as Arnold Jackson on Different Strokes, famous for his big personality and perfect punchlines. As an adult, he faced intense financial stress, lawsuits involving his adoptive parents, and worked regular jobs, including as a security guard. He died at 42, remembered with affection and real heartbreak for what fame took away. Bill Cosby became America's dad as Cliff Huxtable on The Cosby Show, once one of the most beloved faces on U.S. television. His public image later collapsed amid numerous serious allegations. He was convicted in 2018 and served time. Now 88, he is not incarcerated. His conviction was vacated in 2021 and he was released, though related legal matters have continued. Charlie Sheen became a pop culture lightning rod through 2.5 Men, mixing swagger with sharp sitcom timing. His off-screen years were marked by highly publicized struggles, including substance abuse, legal disputes, and domestic violence allegations, plus his HIV disclosure. Now 60, he said he's been sober for years and is open to acting again, more a reset than a comeback. Mackenzie Phillips became a familiar TV face on One Day at a Time, blending sharp humor with real vulnerability. Her life later played out very publicly, marked by long-term substance addiction and highly controversial abuse allegations involving her family. Now 66, she's focused on recovery and advocacy, showing how survival, and speaking honestly, can become its own kind of legacy. Burt Reynolds was pure American star power, charming, funny, and effortlessly cool, from Smokey and the Bandit to TV's Dan August. Behind the scenes, financial pressure mounted for years, and he filed for bankruptcy in 1996 after costly setbacks and personal upheaval. He died at 82, still celebrated as a larger-than-life icon of charisma and old-school Hollywood swagger. LeVar Burton became unforgettable as Kunta Kinte in Roots and later a beloved guide for kids on Reading Rainbow. After his peak TV years, he's faced public business and legal disputes connected to Reading Rainbow rights, more boardroom drama than tabloid scandal. Now 69, he stays active with appearances and advocacy, still admired as a positive cultural touchstone. Heather Locklear ruled primetime as Amanda on Melrose Place, glamorous, sharp, and impossible to ignore. Her later years brought repeated rehab stays and legal troubles, including arrests tied to a domestic incident and alleged altercations with officers. Now 64, she's made occasional public appearances, and recent reports say she's in a better place emotionally as she rebuilds quietly. Don Johnson defined 80s TV cool as Sonny Crockett on Miami Vice, turning pastel suits and quiet intensity into a cultural stamp. Later, he faced public money troubles and was briefly linked to a European financial probe, claims he denied while calling it a misunderstanding. Now 76, he's still active on screen, a reminder that star charisma can outlast rough chapters. Erin Moran won America's heart as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, a true slice of comfort TV history. In later years, she faced public reports of financial hardship and periods of housing instability, along with personal struggles that drew tabloid attention. She died at 56, remembered with real affection as a familiar face from a gentler TV era. Eric Estrada became an 80s TV icon as Officer Poncherello on Chips, the smiling face of freeway action. Over the years, his career was often surrounded by reports of on-set tensions and a long-rumored feud with co-stars, which sometimes overshadowed the work itself. Now 76, he still appears occasionally and remains strongly tied to that classic TV identity. Tanya Roberts became a familiar TV face as a Charlie's Angels star and later charmed a new generation as Midge on that 70s show. As the years went on, her career shifted towards smaller projects and lower-profile roles, with tabloid buzz often distracting from her work. She died at 65, still remembered for that sunlit, retro screen glamour. Victoria Principal became a primetime phenomenon as Pamela Barnes Ewing on Dallas, embodying glossy 80s TV glamour. Later, her personal life drew headlines, especially a high-profile divorce and long-running legal and financial negotiations that played out publicly. Now 76, she's largely stepped away from acting, focusing more on private life and business, while remaining a lasting symbol of classic TV luxury. Jake Lloyd became instantly recognizable as young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, a role that put him in the spotlight overnight. After Fame, he stepped away from acting as his personal struggles became public. Now 36, he's been focused on treatment and recovery, and recent updates suggest he's doing better, still a name tied to a major pop culture era. Shia LaBeouf first won TV audiences on Even Stevens, then became a blockbuster face through the Transformers films. In adulthood, his career was repeatedly clouded by legal troubles and serious allegations, drawing intense public scrutiny. Now 39, he works more selectively, and in 2025 he reached a private settlement in the high-profile lawsuit filed by FKA Twigs. Brad Renfro broke out young with The Client, then built a strong 1990s run with intense, believable performances that felt far beyond his age. As fame grew, his personal life became troubled by substance-related struggles and legal issues. He died at 25, but his work still hits hard, remembered as a gifted actor whose promise was never fully allowed to grow old. Corey Feldman was a defining 80s kid star, loved for classics like The Goonies and Stand By Me. In adulthood, his career was often overshadowed by public struggles, including substance abuse battles and recurring legal and financial turbulence. Now 54, he continues performing and making media appearances, speaking openly about survival and staying in the spotlight on his own terms. Taylor Lautner became a global teen idol as Jacob Black in Twilight, turning blockbuster fame into instant pop culture status. As the frenzy cooled, he stepped back from non-stop leading roles, choosing smaller projects and keeping a lower profile. Now 33, he still acts selectively and leans into a healthier, more grounded public life, nostalgic, familiar, and still widely recognized. Mara Habel made a lasting impression as young Christina in Mommy Dearest, delivering an intense performance far beyond her years. After early fame, she largely stepped away from acting, choosing a quieter life away from Hollywood's constant attention. Now 54, she's mostly out of the public eye, remembered for one unforgettable role that still sparks debate and curiosity today. Beverly Washburn was a 1950s favorite, remembered for Old Yeller and for tears so real directors trusted her instantly. Instead of crashing after childhood fame, she worked steadily, then stepped back on her own terms. She later told her story in the memoir Real Tears, The Beverly Washburn Story. Now 82, she's celebrated for resilience, not scandal. At 11, Martin Stevens unnerved audiences in Village of the Damned, then delivered Poise in The Innocents. Rather than chase the spotlight, he quit acting at 16 and retrained as an architect. His disappearance wasn't tragedy, it was a choice to grow up off camera. Now 76, he's remembered as horror's original. From 1957 to 1964, John Provost played Timmy Martin on Lassie, becoming one of TV's most recognizable kids. He chose to leave at 14, refusing to grow up on camera. After a few roles, he built a life beyond Hollywood. Now 75, he embraces the memory with his memoir Timmy's in the Well. David Doe Remus rose to fame as Hal Everett on ABC's Nanny and the Professor. He then played G.W. Haynes on The Waltons, becoming a teen TV staple. After a final film credit in 1981, he left Hollywood for good. Doe Remus later worked in the mobile/electronics installation business in Los Angeles. Now 68. Cast as Danny Torrance at just 6 years old, Danny Lloyd skyrocketed to child stardom before he could even grasp the meaning of fame. He retired in 1982 after his last on-screen credit in Will G. Gordon Liddy, later becoming a college professor and choosing a private life. Now 53, he made a brief return with a cameo in Dr. Sleep. Cast at 9 as nude in Aliens, Carrie Henn was thrust into sci-fi legend before middle school. The sudden attention wasn't her dream, so she walked away from acting right after the film. She studied, became a teacher, and keeps fame at arm's length. Now 49, she meets fans at conventions by choice. Jay North was 7 when Dennis the Menace made him a TV household name, but fame hit a traumatic childhood of abuse. He eventually left Hollywood for a normal life and joined a minor consideration, advocating for the safety and mental health of child performers. He passed away on April 6, 2025 at 73. Tommy Kirk became a Disney favorite in Old Yeller, 1957, and The Shaggy Dog, 1959. As the spotlight cooled, he took smaller roles and left acting in the mid-1970s. He rebuilt his life, away from Hollywood, running a carpet cleaning business. Kirk passed away in September 2021, aged 79. Discovered at 19 months, baby Peggy made 150-plus shorts by age 5 and earned $1.5 million a year. The workload was brutal, 8-hour days, 6 days a week, while her parents spent the fortune. As Diana Sarah Carey, she rebuilt as an author, film historian, and child actor advocate. She died in 2020 at 101. Deanna Durbin's teen musicals were credited with keeping Universal afloat, making her one of the era's biggest draws. Yet fame didn't feel like freedom. By 27, she quit Hollywood cold, moved to a farmhouse outside Paris, and guarded her privacy for decades. She rarely spoke publicly again, choosing anonymity over applause. Bobby Driscoll was Disney's first contracted kid star, voiced Peter Pan, and won a juvenile Oscar. Then puberty and studio tastes turned, roles dried up, and he slid into arrests and substance abuse. In 1968 at 31, he was found dead in an abandoned Manhattan building, initially unidentified, and later buried on Hart Island. Scotty Beckett grew up in our gang comedies, but grief and pressure derailed his transition to adulthood. After a beating, he entered a Los Angeles nursing home on May 8, 1968. 2 days later, he was found dead at 38. Reports cite an overdose, though the coroner didn't name an exact cause. At 12, Claude Jarman Jr. won a juvenile Oscar for The Yearling, then walked away before fame could define his adulthood. He served in the Navy and built a behind-the-scenes career in film culture, including leading the San Francisco International Film Festival for years. He died January 12, 2025, at 90. At 12, Johnny Crawford became America's son as Mark McCain on The Rifleman, growing up in front of millions. He also scored pop hits like Cindy's Birthday, but adult roles were harder once the boyish image stuck. Later, he led a vintage dance orchestra. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's, he died in 2021 at 75. Tony Dow became America's Big Brother as Wally Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver. After the show, he directed and produced TV for years, then reinvented himself as a sculptor. In May 2022, he publicly revealed a cancer diagnosis. Dow died on July 27, 2022, at 77. Stanley Livingston became famous as Chip on My Three Sons. After child stardom, he stayed in entertainment as a producer, director, and editor. Now 75, he focuses on teaching, helping actors navigate the business side. Through workshops and the Actor's Journey seminars, he trains newcomers with real industry know-how. Chaplin cast Jackie Coogan in The Kid, 1921, making him a megastar. At 21, he learned his mother and stepfather had spent most of his earnings. The scandal helped spur the Coogan Act to protect child actors' money. He later played Uncle Fester on The Addams Family. He died in 1984, aged 69. Kevin Corcoran was 6 when Disney made him Moochie. Then he starred as Arliss in Old Yeller. He quit acting at 15, refusing to grow up as a brand, and moved behind the camera. He became a producer and assistant director on Baywatch and Murder, She Wrote. He passed away on October 6, 2015 at 66. At 14, Bonita Granville earned an Oscar nomination for these three, proving she could play sweet and terrifyingly sharp. As roles slowed, she pivoted from actress to power player after marrying producer Jack Rather in 1947. Together they helped build major TV ventures, including Lassie. She passed away in 1988, aged 65. Freddie Bartholomew was 1930s Hollywood's perfect English boy, earning huge paychecks while still a kid. But lawsuits and non-stop work took a toll, and his stardom faded as he grew up. After wartime service, he reinvented himself in television production and advertising. He died in 1992 at 67, far from child star chaos. At 12, Tommy Rettig became TV's first Lassie boy, Jeff Miller, and fame left him craving a normal teen life. After 4 seasons, he fought his way out of the contract. Adulthood brought public drug-related legal trouble, then a reinvention as a pioneering database programmer and author. He died in 1996 at 54. Brandon DeWilde became unforgettable at 11 in Shane, an Oscar-nominated performance built on pure, childlike emotion. He kept working into adulthood, proving he wasn't just a moment. Then, on July 6, 1972, his life ended in a traffic accident in Lakewood near Denver, cutting short a promising second act at 30. Barry Livingston joined My Three Sons in 1963 as Ernie Douglas and became a household name. Unlike many child stars, he kept working, landing roles in Zodiac and Argo. He also wrote a memoir, The Importance of Being Ernie, 2011. Now 72, he appears occasionally, far from his peak fame. Margaret O'Brien stole scenes in Meet Me in St. Louis, earning a juvenile Oscar at 7. But as she grew, the roles changed, and she didn't cling to the child star image. She stepped back for family and a quieter life, returning only by choice. Now 88, she's honored for staying grounded and intact. June Lockhart started acting young, appearing in A Christmas Carol, 1938, and growing into TV's most trusted mom. Fame never derailed her. She became Ruth Martin on Lassie and Maureen Robinson on Lost in Space. Her longevity was the rare child star victory. Steady work, no meltdown. She died in 2025 at 100. Thank you for watching and for staying with us through the bright moments and the hard chapters behind these famous faces. If any of these stories surprised you or brought back a wave of memories, tell us which star impacted you most and which classic show you still rewatch today. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who grew up on these legends. Until next time, take care and keep the nostalgia close.